technically I'm like not allowed to say that, like who I've danced for in the past. I have danced for celebrities before. What I will say is I have been in the club at the same time as Dennis Rodman came to the club one time that I worked at. And he was really chill. He was super nice. And then I did not dance for this person, but he was in the club. OJ Simpson came to the club that I worked at. This is like the wildest thing. So I remember when I was coming out of the dressing room and he was sitting. So like the dressing room is like the walking this way, and he was like sitting over here, and I happened to glance over and I saw him, and I was like, because he's like at this point he's like an older guy, and I was like, is that what? And I went up to one of the other, and I'm like, is that OJ Simpson? Yeah, OJ Simpson. And he was sitting in the VIP all by himself, and none of the girls would talk to him because they were all scared of him. They were all
when was this?
Here's the thing. I have danced for people that are, could have been in jail before, people that have been in prison that are, have been convicted, criminal, whatever. And I've had a fine time about it. But with him, the energy coming off of this man is like just the vibe. Like it does not pass the vibe check. And that's why none of the girls would talk to him. And it wasn't like he wasn't balling. He had a bottle on the table. He was ready to party. And none of the girls would talk to him because his energy is like scary. And you can feel that. Like I had a guy one time grab my arm and be like, hey, can I get a dance with you? And I looked at him and instantly I heard my mother's voice, Nana Cuidado. And I was like, and he looked at me with those eyes, and I'm like, this guy is gonna chop me up and fucking throw me in a river somewhere. Like you can tell, you can feel it.
Let me ask you, Mystique. Like, so you say like you're a sadist. You like to inflict pain.
Sure.
That type of vibe, that scary vibe, that killer vibe. That doesn't at all turn you on.
No, not at all. I don't know a woman that's turned on by the thought of like a potential. I mean, okay, wait, that's not true.
Right, yeah.
It's just I wanted to marry him while he was in jail. Me personally, here's the thing though. I think there's a level of privilege involved of if you are a type of person that the idea you get turned on by that, it's maybe because you've had a very safe life and you've not actually you don't know what it is to experience that. I've been assaulted. I had somebody hold me at night, like rob me at knife point. Like I've almost been murdered before. So when you've lived through that, you don't fantasize about that. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
like you're not over here like I'm not getting hot for a murderer. Like, no, thank you. It's not my thing. If it is your thing, I'm not obviously I'm a sex positive person. I don't judge it. I understand the fantasy. I get where it comes from and that feeling of danger. But there's other ways to do that in BDSM that are safe and that are not actually putting you in a room with a murderer. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I don't have to put myself in an unsafe position to feel that.
You don't got to hang out with OJ to get a thrill.
No.